Chapter 1. The Enchanted Village. In a small, picturesque village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, life was simple and serene. The villagers of Elmwood were known for their kindness, hard work, and a deep connection to nature. The village was surrounded by the Whispering Woods, a vast forest that seemed to hum with a mysterious energy. Legends spoke of the woods being enchanted, home to magical creatures and ancient secrets. Among the villagers was a young girl named Leela. With her fiery red hair and curious green eyes, Leela was known for her adventurous spirit and boundless imagination. She often wandered into the Whispering Woods, much to the dismay of her parents, who feared the unknown dangers that might lurk within. One crisp autumn morning, Lila decided to venture deeper into the woods than she ever had before. Armed with a small satchel of bread and cheese, she set off, her heart pounding with excitement. The trees seemed to whisper to her as she walked, their leaves rustling in the gentle breeze. She felt a strange pull, as if the woods were calling her. Chapter 2. The Hidden Path. As Lila ventured further, she noticed a narrow, hidden path that she had never seen before. It was overgrown with moss and ferns, but something about it intrigued her. She followed the path, her curiosity growing with each step. The air grew cooler, and the light filtered through the trees in golden shafts, creating an almost magical atmosphere. After what felt like hours, Lila emerged into a small clearing. In the center stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled branches reaching towards the sky. At the base of the tree was a small, intricately carved wooden door. Lila's heart raced as she approached it. She knelt down and gently pushed the door open, revealing a hidden staircase that led underground. Without hesitation, Lila descended the stairs, her excitement outweighing any fear. The staircase spiraled down into the earth, and the air grew cooler and more fragrant. At the bottom, she found herself in a vast, glowing cavern. The walls were lined with crystals that emitted a soft, ethereal light. In the center of the cavern was a pool of water, its surface perfectly still and reflective. Chapter 3. The Guardian of the Woods. As Lila approached the pool, she noticed a figure standing on the other side. It was a tall, elegant woman with long silver hair and eyes that sparkled like the crystals around her. She wore a flowing gown made of leaves and moss, and her presence exuded a sense of calm and wisdom. "Welcome, Leela," the woman said, her voice melodic and soothing. "I am Alara, the guardian of the Whispering Woods." Leela's eyes widened in awe. "You know my name?" Alara smiled. "I have been watching you for some time, Leela. Your heart is pure, and your spirit is brave. The woods have chosen you for a special task." Lila's curiosity was piqued. "What task?" Alara gestured to the pool. "Look into the water, and you will see." Alara gestured to the pool. "Look into the water, and you will see." Lila knelt by the pool and gazed into its reflective surface. The water shimmered, and images began to form. She saw the village of Elmwood, but it was not as she knew it. The once vibrant and lively village was now dark and desolate, its people living in fear. The image shifted, and she saw a shadowy figure lurking in the woods, its eyes glowing with malice. The balance of the Whispering Woods has been disrupted, Alara explained. A dark force has taken hold, and it threatens not only the woods but also your village. You, Lila, have the power to restore the balance. Lila felt a mix of fear and determination. What must I do? Alara handed her a small, glowing crystal. This is the heart of the woods. It holds the essence of the forest's magic. You must journey through the woods and find the 3 sacred groves. At each grove, you will face a challenge and receive a piece of the heart. Once the heart is whole, you can confront the dark force and restore balance. Chapter 4. The journey begins. With the heart of the woods in hand, Lila set off on her journey. The first grove was located deep within the forest, where the trees grew tall and the air was thick with the scent of pine. As she approached the grove, she heard a low growl. From the shadows emerged a massive wolf, its fur as black as night and its eyes glowing with an eerie light. The wolf circled Lila, its teeth bared. She felt a surge of fear, but remembered Alara's words about the power of the heart. She held the crystal out, and it began to glow brighter. The wolf hesitated, its growl softening. Lila spoke softly. I mean no harm. I seek to restore balance to the woods. The wolf's eyes softened and it stepped back, allowing her to pass. In the center of the grove, Lila found a pedestal with a small, glowing fragment. She placed the heart of the woods on the pedestal, and the fragment merged with it, making the crystal glow even brighter. Chapter 5. The trials continue. The second grove was located near a bubbling brook, where the water sparkled like diamonds. As Lila approached, she was confronted by a series of riddles posed by a mischievous fox. The fox's eyes twinkled with amusement as it tested Lila's wit and wisdom. What is always in front of you but can't be seen? The fox asked. Lila thought for a moment before answering. The future. The fox nodded, impressed. Correct. And what has keys but opens no locks? Lila smiled. A piano. The fox chuckled and stepped aside, allowing her to retrieve the second fragment. The heart of the woods grew brighter still, and Lila felt a surge of confidence. The final grove was located at the edge of a cliff, overlooking a vast, misty valley. As Lila approached, she was confronted by her own reflection in a pool of water. The reflection stepped out of the water, mirroring her every move. Lila realized that this was a test of her inner strength and resolve. She closed her eyes and focused on her purpose, her determination to protect the woods and her village. When she opened her eyes, the reflection smiled and merged with her, granting her the final fragment. The heart of the woods was now complete, its light shining brilliantly.
Chapter 6. The Final Confrontation. With the heart of the woods fully restored, Lila felt a surge of power and determination. She knew that the final challenge awaited her, the confrontation with the dark force that threatened the balance of the woods. As she made her way back to the ancient oak tree, the air grew colder and the shadows deepened. The dark force emerged from the shadows, a towering figure with glowing red eyes and a menacing presence. It laughed, a sound that sent shivers down Lila's spine. "You think you can defeat me, little girl?" it sneered. Lila stood her ground, holding the heart of the woods high. "I will restore balance to the woods and protect my village." The dark force lunged at her, but Lila focused all her energy into the heart. The crystal emitted a blinding light, enveloping the dark force. It screamed in agony as the light consumed it, dissolving it into nothingness. The woods fell silent, and the air grew warm once more. The balance had been restored. Chapter 7: The Return Home. Lila returned to the village, where she was greeted with cheers and tears of joy. The villagers had felt the change in the woods and knew that Lila had something to do with it. She was hailed as a hero, but she remained humble, knowing that the true power lay in the heart of the woods. Ilara appeared one last time, her smile filled with pride. "You have done well, Lila. The woods are forever grateful." Lila nodded, her heart full. "I will always protect the woods and my village." From that day on, Lila became the guardian of the Whispering Woods, ensuring that the balance was maintained and that the magic of the forest thrived. The villagers of Elmwood lived in harmony with nature, and the legend of Lila and the Heart of the Woods was passed down through generations. And so, the Whispering Woods continued to whisper, their secrets safe in the hands of a brave and pure-hearted girl named Lila.